just, there we go, overlays all set. So we find ourselves on yet another older school map, guys, in this best of 7. Funny thing too, Bunny just messaged on Skype saying, wow, I actually just took a time to look at the map pool. Craziness. So I don't know if that's good or bad for him, but they've got to see what's going on so far. We'll talk more about the maps and the map pool selection in a moment, guys. For now, though, spawning in the lower left corner of the map, or, well, lower left compared to Bly, lower middle part of the map. I hate old maps. I officially hate old maps just due to their spawn locations. Anyways, spawning here is going to be the blue Terran player from Axiom Esports, Ryung.
Yeah, it's still the 6 o'clock position.
Yeah.
Darn it. All right, so in like the middle right, it is the Red Zerg Acer Bly.
I didn't realize just how maps had shifted dynamically to remove like standard like north, east, south, west spawn locations until like today.
I do remember there was a period where I was like, when I was casting, where I just always used the digits because it was way too hard to be like middle right thing.
Exactly. But what if people have a digital clock and they don't know what you're talking about, Zombie Grove?
Well, then they need to stop being 8, I guess.
Fair enough. So to explain the map picks and map pools a little quickly for those just tuning in, we like to mix it up on the Base Trade TV show matches, make it a little more fun. Bring back old maps, use new maps. We had some of the Team Liquid map making competition maps included for some of our show matches in the past. It's a way to shake it up and have some fun. If you want to watch a ladder match, go watch like a Zotac Cup or go for StarCraft. But we like to make it a little more fun here on Base Trade TV. And we try not to pick too many ridiculous maps, so we mix in some standard ones as well. So there's like Ultrazeum and Polar Knight and what have you. But you know, Metropolis, this was another, forget Broodlord and Fester for a second. This was like the macro map of the day. You remember you come to this map, you're like, okay, we're going to have a 20-minute game.
Yes. More than a 20-minute game. It was like, all right, I expect a 40-minute game. Let's do it. It is the map of the greatest game ever played in StarCraft 2. Ever.
Woo!
Squirtle versus MVP. No, it's not. Damn it. Yes, it is. No, it's not.
My nostalgia for this, well, you get indecisive here. My nostalgia for this map, actually, this is going to be a player you guys probably haven't heard of before, but this is the first time I ever watched a Terran player nuke themselves and their entire army on this map. Tron, in a Go for StarCraft, like Weekly Cup back in the day. It was like even right around here, I remember specifically, this is like a YouTube highlight too, like it's probably like one of our oldest videos, but he had a battlecruiser army, tanks, you name it, and he accidentally nuked himself.
Okay, yeah, it looks so different without all the bases taken and like planetary fortresses running across the map, but this is the map.
Third base has, well, hang on, we'll talk about third base in a sec. Let's see how much damage this Reaper can get done first. We'll pick up a drone.
First blood.
Oh, the other one was saved.
But yeah, third base was always a bit fickle because you take it up here to the north and there's the rocks blocking both sides of it that can be torn down. So you kind of start off safe, but then become more in danger as the game goes on. Same with walling off for Terran with the debris outside the natural. I totally forgot about the debris on this map.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the planetary fortresses one day. The thing is that, you know, you did it because no one ever actually wanted to combat Broodlord and Fester, so you would just get like that super powerful Raven Viking army thing.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, that was the day. Or you get battlecruisers against Protoss.
Oh, this isn't walled off! He moved the barracks early!
Whoopsie.
This isn't dangerous, but this is like a panic moment for Young. He's actually...
this is really well done.
Yeah, with those 4 CVs,
Super.
that was really well.
That was like exactly what he needed.
No more, no less. I mean, lost some rain for it, sure, but that was something that could have been a lot more dangerous if Bly had followed up with more lings. Not that he was going for something super cheesy. Those were just 4 lings meant to be harassive, but curiously enough, didn't actually go for the natural at all.
Well, you see an opportunity like that, you're going to try and take it. Maybe they don't have control on their Marines, and you kill both the Marines and still have 6 lings in the base. That's always a good feeling.
Man, I'm looking at the island bases here. When's the last time we had island bases, right?
Well, Outboxer does in Pro League.
Oh, okay.
Brought that back.
I meant more like the ladder pool, but yeah, you're right.
Well, of course. Of course. This one.
You know what's weird? Actually,
rocks.
We need to totally put Arkanoid in one of these because that's such a weird map.
Arkanoid. Okay, first of all, the game Arkanoid was really cool, but yeah,
dude,
the map.
That guy looks so weird. The little red rabbit guy or whatever, like the Arkanoid.
What? Oh, we're playing different Arkanoids.
No, like I'm talking about the NES Arkanoid where you got like the mascot. He's like that stupid ugly thing.
Ooh, I don't remember. I'm thinking of the game where it's like a bar and there's like
you
have
bounce
a ball.
the ball.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. You said a mascot. I was playing on the NES. Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. Mascots and Arcanoid aside, we got some aggression going on here, but there's too many queens. Even loses one of the Reaper, or not Reapers, the Hellions.
He killed 2, I think, original Creatumers though, so that was pretty okay.
Well, I unfortunately let this, had to let this complete, I guess. Oh, lest you lose the drone, but still, Reaper chipping away at it slowly but surely. Got some Lings trying to clear up that debris, but these rocks will take a long time to get through.
Yeah. And he didn't get speed early either. He got that same, 5-minute double gas speed timing. So, might have been a better map to go for the speed automatically on this one, because then you can actually get the third, right? Oh, actually, he's going for a very fast Spire. Not the fastest Spire, but still pretty fast.
This can work out nicely too, because what he's scouting over Ryung's base is that Ryung's only just getting his production underway now. So there's not going to be that crazy push like on Cloud Kingdom that caught him completely pants down.
Right, he's also not going, because Ryung has gone for Banshees the other 2 games, Bly's thinking, I'm going to really catch him with his, pants down, because the stem's going to be so much later, and, the extra barracks going to be so much later, but actually he goes just for just a Viking, and only 1 Banshee, so it's not that much, or that few Marines are going to be out, rather, for these mutas. He did scout it, though, unless he thought that was a Spore Crawler.
I just had some drone panic there for a sec. Bly pulled his workers to Mineral Line, I guess hoping to transfer, but did a bit haphazardly.
Yeah, well, Banshee doesn't do too much. The Viking will get a few kills before the Spire takes care of it. Now Ryung, unless he didn't notice, he definitely scouted that Spire. It could be just that he doesn't really mind. He's going to have enough production to at least cover 1 base, probably 2 by the time the mutas are actually out.
The crew spread too is getting started here. This is like you would really expect this to be a lot further out at this point, but I guess catching those couple original creep tumors, they can slow Bly down. Again, on any big map, you want creep spread, guys, in a big way.
Yeah. Well, Banshee's gonna find a little sweet spot back here, get a few more drone kills. Cannot take on the queen.
Kind of limited though, because we got the Mutilis popping out right now.
Yeah, it's gonna die. So he might as well, if he actually knows that those are coming out, he should just sack it on top of more drones, I'd say.
I like the set of Ryung though. He did not invest in cloak this time, so it's just the Banshee naked. It got 8 kills, totally worth its weight for now. What's key too is this also reveals the Mutilis timing, so Ryung now knows he can't just move nakedly around the map with Marines, lest he lose them for free.
Well, he definitely doesn't want to just go ahead and do the automatic drop, which can sometimes happen if you think they won't have mutas out. That was actually a pause again. Unfortunately, Bly, he feels a little off. I don't know if something's happening, at his house or whatever.
Well, it's really silly to say, but let's not forget he does live in Ukraine, where...
Oh, that's right. Oh, God. Okay, well,
like
that's right, too, but it's also Europe to NA.
Well, there's that, but, I mean, when we were doing the Not Go for StarCraft Cup last week, he was talking about how he had to leave the radio on during the entire series so he could, check. So, I mean, I'm not making excuses, but it is worth noting, guys. Like, there's a huge amount of turmoil where this guy lives, so really impressive. They can still play with a cool head. I mean, I gotta be honest, if war was outside my doorstep, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I'd just be, like, hiding under my desk like a coward.
That's why Canadians don't get involved in war.
Yeah, we're just friends with everybody. It's really nice.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, that was a nice push out from Ryung right there. Killed up a lot of creep, and, as we were talking about, creep's very important. Pushing forward is also really important in this map, because if you don't have creep spread past your main base, you're not going to have vision of where they are preparing to drop in your main base, actually. So that's a little important. I guess there was going to be an early-ish 4th going down. Yeah, it looks like it. The Reaper denied the first one, which is pretty nice. Combat shields is not going to be done before an armory. That's unusual.
I'm thinking on this too, and what's I could easily see these guys splitting this map if both of them just keep like a cool head and keep moving the way they are. I mean, it's gonna be so hard to overwhelm. If
they do, then Bly can use a Nidus.
Oh, the money, the bounties. For Bly, I think too, like, he really wanted to go for those bounties, but I think at this point it's like, wow, Ryung's playing a lot better than I was expecting him to play. Because I mean, it's late at night for Ryung. Bly is obviously a very confident player when you do see him play. He plays like a monster, but you're right. So far this series seems a little bit off, but he's still holding his own for now on this map. He's gonna lose that hatchery or forced to cancel it, unfortunately. But
yeah, so a lot going on. Still no combat shields though. 13 minutes. But there's also no centrifugal hooks, so it's, I don't know. Kind of both players late on something. Ryung would not have lag.
Yeah. That's a lot of spikes.
Yeah.
You need to reset router or something. And resume. Or we can recover. Can't even type it because he's like. Actually, this objectively away from anything else is something that has happened to Bly a lot in the past, where like he'll get to the finals of a tournament and start lagging. So it looks like we may have lost Bly for the moment, guys, but hopefully we'll get him back on in a moment's time. Let's stop out of game screen for the moment, just while we let this time out. Recovering the game is not too difficult. You'll fast forward to a point in the replay where exactly where this ends. So 13-19. Although, oh, we may be stabilizing. Let's keep an eye on this. Wait, how did he reset his router and still stay connected to the game? How is that possible?
We didn't necessarily restart his router.
Oh, okay, well.
Game paused.
Bly's out of pauses at this point. We may just be better off going with a recover. I mean, I threw the option out there, but I don't want to force it on them or whatever. Okay, well, it's Bly's last pause, so hopefully he doesn't need any more. Resuming the action, guys. We got the medevac lifting a couple units here towards the main. Bly's going to have a lot of lings popping out, though, so he should be able to deal with this. I mean, it is a medevac, but that's a lot of lings.
Yeah, even some more coming down.
Yeah,
to help out. Still no centrifugal hooks done. Of course, I said that before the pause, and time actually hasn't evolved past the pause, but whatever.
How
we have
crazy
one
would that
single
be?
corruptor for some reason.
What's that thing? Like, time waits for no one? Just have research to go pause. Yeah, the corruptors I think is probably a bit of a misclick. Might just be used to help pick off some of the medevacs. I don't know, but either way, Mutalists do need to pick this off. Ryung's drop here should get shut down.
Yeah, it takes a few lings with them is always, I guess, better than just straight up losing it. But Ryung's in a really good position. Bly's having a tough time actually just controlling free bases, and he's trying to double expand behind it. Really looking for a split map scenario, I suppose.
I kind of like that double expand, though, because he keeps losing one base, but if he guarantees to get another, then he's good to go.
It's so hard to keep these bases, though, because once they realize or they think maybe he has that base, then they're just going to drop it nonstop.
Yeah, it is going to get increasingly difficult as time goes on, but rolling with a small amount of banelings, I actually really like that move. Ooh, takes a hit with that Widowmine, but Mutalisk regen's really nice, so that really shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Yeah. Speed has finished, and he rolls in, and now nice
connects.
Widowmine hits, I think.
Well, the Widowmine hits are kind of
on him.
irrelevant because he still loses everything underneath this, and the Mutalisk should be able to pick off all these medevacs. The boost is going to run out before he gets to safety. And this is kind of really how you hurt a Terran player. Like, yeah, you think out the army, it's nice, but if you pick off those medevacs, they're very expensive to replace.
Yeah, that kind of like evens the trade somewhat for all the banelings that were lost to one or two good Widowmine hits, I'd say. He does burrow some banelings as well. Really cool to see. We should have made that we make that a bounty next time. Like, burrowed banelings kills more than 50 Marines.
Right. Just like bomber status, or Strela status, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to run right over it. I mean, this is a really good spot to burrow banelings. But and he has no need to scan either.
He has to get hits, though, because the thing is, like, once you reveal burrowed banelings, Terran players are going to be scanning for the rest of the game, so it has to be worth it. Like, catching a couple of units is not going to be worthwhile.
If you could just all the Widowmines, that'd actually probably be worthwhile.
Yeah. The Thor, of course, probably going to be the least
Oh,
scary
come
thing.
on.
But there's another set. There's another set.
No.
But he walks through both. Bly has got, like, it's good positioning.
Banelings right now.
Yeah. It's really important too. Like, you never see Zerg players burrow them on creep because Terran players are always scanning for the creep tumors. So I do like that Bly's kept them off creep as far as the burrow positioning. If he can push Ryung back, he may just end up retreating over them, and these could still come into effect later on, guys. So these are useless for now, but not totally useless in general. Beetle's gonna pick up some Marines here around the 5th and clean up the strap rather nicely.
That one corruptor is like I helped.
Yeah. I'm contributed. This is sort of this is the Bly I'm more used to seeing, though. He's got upgrades going on the Mutalist. He's going to get some map control now. I mean, he struggled to do it, but that double expand is probably going to start paying off in the next couple minutes. For now, it's causing points of contention, of course, but ooh, banelings are going to be on top of the Widowmines. Not a lot of damage gets done, and
ooh.
Good
full
cleanup.
medevac goes down. Yeah, very good cleanup. Ryung was not expecting the army over there, I suppose. Completely miscontrolled, didn't have time to place his Widowmines apart, so they all got, killed, and now everything's gonna die. The Muters are gonna clean this up.
Yeah, he focuses the medevacs too. So it's whatever to the Marines. Might lose the Mutalist Corps, but gets all 3 medevacs in the end. Totally worthwhile. Drops still going on up here, but let's not forget there's still the Burrowed Banelings. So even if Ryung were to like suddenly blitz out with Marines, he's still got to worry about these Banelings.
But look what's actually happening. I don't know if they both were like, look, it's this map, let's do it, or what, but they're both actually getting all of the bases on their side. They're going for a split map. Ryung literally is building that command center right now. So he is on 4 bases, and Bly is on 5. So this is kind of like a little bit fast forwarded in terms of regular TVZs.
You know, if Bly like Niduses to take like an island base.
Yeah, that's what you do, right? So that's what I was thinking of, anyways.
Yeah. Oh, Ultra's Cavern finally on the way here too. This will finally start catching him up. As Ryung's not really been incorporating a lot of Marauders, and we look at his base, and he hasn't got a lot of tech labs either. So the key thing about this sort of Ultra swap is the timing. Like, you want to get your opponent off guard, and it's going to take Ryung like a good minute to finally swap over all the barracks, get tech labs up, and be able to get enough Marauders to deal with this. So it's critical that Bly doesn't reveal this too early. And with all the amount of banelings he has right now, like, he's going to go in, he'll probably trade out his army, and then make a bunch of Ultralisks behind this. Oh,
the spawning pool could go down in the main. He's not reacting. He has Lings in the main that he loses it. He's still pretty much maxed out, though, but he needs to clean up this attack. He's not going to be able to be maxed on Lings.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be important to get those Lings out, but I don't think that's where the focus is going to be. Like, again, like, he's just finishing up the Ultra's Cavern. He'll probably be making those out. Mutalisk Ultra complement each other so nicely. But rolling into this fight, Widowmines are not going off. Oh, big hits go off on that one Widowmine. They'll take out so many banelings with it, but the army for Ryung gets wiped once again.
Yeah. He's not really attempting to try to, like, you know, he's splitting preemptively, but what really is a good split is when you can, like, kite them, sort of, too. He's not really doing that. He's just kind of like, you know, I'll take some banelings and trade you some marines, like, straight up. Probably because he's on 5 bases. Well, 4 bases.
Well, going to be knocked down in a moment as the entire army of Bly's over here. We have 2 medevacs that are actually going to cause a lot of damage to Bly's main. This is where his hive is, this is where his infestation, but this is where his second spawning pool is. And unfortunately, yeah, forced to completely retreat into this. Drones at the 4th base being taken out too. I mean, at this point, Bly probably wishes he invested in a minor amount of static defense, because this is a huge annoyance. I mean, even if it just bought him time.
Infestation bit goes down, a spawning pool goes down, immediately rebuilt though, and as you said, he does have the Ultra's Cavern, so he's just gonna build Ultralisk. He doesn't really care about Lings.
I don't think we haven't scouted this yet either. He's still
I don't think so
Marines.
either. Exactly,
No,
he's still making just Marines. Oh my god, there's so many burrowed banelings. There's so many. How are you gonna avoid all of those?
Get it! Get it! Get it! Okay, so this is worse than watching a nuke drop. Where you're like, will the nuke hit? Like, will the nuke hit? Like, no, it's. Okay. I don't know if did Ryung see that? No, I guess not.
No.
That was pretty clutch though. Now loses the opportunity as everything loads up. Gets a decent hit, but doesn't quite clear out the Widowmines even.
Yeah. Oh, now he knows it's there. Oh, he's also getting 2 more starports. Oh my god, they're really playing towards the map. I did not expect this.
If Ryung is battle cruisers, I'm gonna go nuts.
I guess he saw the Ultralisk, or he was just preparing for it before, because it's 22 minutes and maybe you should expect it. Yeah,
so now we got a ton of tech labs, we got a ton of Marauders coming on them, 5 at a time. It's gonna be more than enough if he gets enough of them out. Big medevac drop here towards the 5th once again. Bly, you know, he had such strong control of the map. I don't know where or how he lost it, but these drops have been tearing him apart. Main base under attack once again. He has literally nothing here to defend. Segmenting off a couple Ultras and some Lings to go take care of this. The Spire is gonna go down. Oh,
nice, nice pickoff. Because even though Infestor Ultralisk is really scary, I'd actually argue that Muta Ultralisk is more scary.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah, so Ryung's doing a really good thing right here, which is also not just doing damage straight up, but it's also buying a lot of time, because his Marauder count was not that high. By doing this, Bly can't just take advantage of that fact. He can't just run forward.
You know, what's key beyond this, too, with the spawning pool after being rebuilt like 4 times now, there's been no opportunity to research Adrenal Glands. So his Lings are going to be kind of just whatever.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good point. There have been a lot of drone kills in this game. 50 drone kills, Ryung! Go for the gold!
Halfway to 100. Yeah. You'd have to kill every single drone he has at the moment, but still. I think for Ryung, those are just going to be bonuses that he's... Like, I don't think Ryung's intentionally going to go for the bounties, but it'd be nice benefits to have. Oh, God. Banelings. You know what's scary too? One scan, like, nice hit, actually, gets the Widowmines. Yeah, like I said, like, one scan reveals all the banelings, so it's kind of like, run, Bly, run! There we go.
And he actually gets away. He at least forces another scan.
Yeah. Ultra's coming in here, stampeding forward.
Run.
Looks like we finally have the drop cleaned up, so Bly can start focusing on fighting in the middle of the map, but another drop has been sent out by Ryung. There's a couple Ultras waiting, though. No amount of Marines. No amount of Marines are going to survive this drop.
Not usually something you see every day is Ultra's defense. He just rolled. He just
How many
walks
does he
over
have
it.
right now? He's got 15 ultras on the map. Like, this is kind of one of those scenarios where you can lose the game because you're going for just ultralisks.
Look what he's researching though: durable materials, core of a reactor, and there's a fight going on in the middle that Bly is running away from Ultra, or
Yes,
running
dude.
away as Ultralisk is not a good thing.
He kind of has to, though. He doesn't have that support. He doesn't have the Mutalisks or the Zerglings or the Infestors. He's got nothing flooding beyond this.
Oh,
It's
the Banelings.
Marauders,
See,
though. It's Marauders, though.
yeah,
It's a problem.
right. They won't actually kill the Marauders. They'll just heal up.
There'll be some nice damage, though. Definitely an asset to have if you can force it in a fight. But, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not going to kill anything, so it's not worth doing right now.
If he imagine this though. He kills all the Marines, which happens a lot, and that's why Nitas are really, really good.
Oh, Ultra's trying to
it
get
could
in on
happen.
this. The Banelings getting choked out behind this. It's not going to even burrow the ones here. They would be a huge help, though. As he's cutting backwards, get these two Banelings, Bly. Not going to happen.
He's probably controlling so many things at once because there's also 2 drops going on, and Ryung just goes back. He has a planetary waiting to help defend while doing a lot of damage.
What's
what are you
doing? Kill the Marines! Okay, there, Kaiser Blade's going to work. But lost almost all the ultras to these kiting Marauders, and this is really unfortunate for Bly because that was a huge investment of resources and gas. Like, he just doesn't have an army behind this now. I mean, if he kept investing in the Mutalisks... Oh, we are going old school with Zombie Grub. Oh my god, Brood Lord's coming out. We got Pathogen Glands having just finished up. This is like an Old West, like Old Western showdown type thing.
I cannot believe this is happening.
Oh, we've got Ghost Academy! 4 of them! Okay, so Broodlord and Fester back in the day, like maybe you guys are just fans of StarCraft 2, you got into it around HOTS, you didn't get to watch a lot of Wings of Liberty. First off, this map commonly had this late game scenario that we're in right now, not at all surprised to be there at the moment, but Broodlord and Fester was like the strategy back in the day. Now a big part of why this really fell off is because Terran players have a lot more things available to them now to deal with the Broodlords a lot more effectively, whereas before, once upon a time, you just kind of got screwed if you got to that point of the game. And a lot of the arguments were, well, just don't let it get to that part of the game. Oh, these Banelings. Oh, some pretty decent hits, but don't kill a lot.
There actually weren't detonated by Bly, I think. Just attacking them.
Well,
because he has a Raven.
Bly's gotta wait till he's got the Broodlord. So the reason this might actually end up working, guys, is because there's so many Marauders and not a lot of Marines. No Vikings, all anti-ground, almost no anti-air.
Yep.
I mean, it's Vikings on the way now, sure, but the reality is these Broodlords may just end up working effectively. Where did they even morph in, though?
Probably around. Yep,
really
there they
far
are.
away.
There are already Vikings making though, and Bly doesn't have a big army anymore. He doesn't really have that much of a bank. I mean, they play those, but
Well, I mean, he's got enough Mutalisks for now to buffer.
yeah,
I mean,
he does.
He
does.
Ryung's in a better spot because he's got economy behind this. Bly, he's on 62 workers, but the economy, the income's nowhere near that of Ryung because his bases are constantly being harassed. Workers are constantly being picked off. Hatchery has to be rebuilt. In fact, I think that's the 3rd kill on this one. So if he kills the space one more time, that's the bounty.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Yeah. There's also the problem of while Bly had actually a sizable count of Mutalisk, it was always to defend drops. So not only were they not helping out with additional engagements, but they were never on the other side of the map. Ryung's actually had no damage done to his production or his command center since like that one attack that canceled one.
It's been defensive, defensive, defensive. But curiously enough, when you look at the resources lost, and it is surprisingly even. Like, for the way this game's been going, it looks so one-sided in the favor of Ryung, where Bly's losing bases, he's losing army, and not trading out, but within barely 1,000 resources difference of one another.
How many has this died? I feel like this has been more than 4.
I don't think so. We can check the replay. I don't think that's 4 though.
Oh, but died again. That's
Well,
for sure.
Either way, we got Ghosts coming out. Ghosts are actually built in with EMP now too. They don't need the Mobius React upgrade anymore. So
good point. He could research cloak, and he did.
yeah.
Look at
So as personal cloaking completes, I mean there are overseers, but getting close enough to throw some EMPs on the infestors is not an impossibility at all.
Yeah. No, he could definitely dive on them.
Oh, nuke coming out. Infested Terrans going down. Trying to fungal the Ravens. Ends up hitting the Vikings instead. Oh, there's a nuke.
Oh.
It's not gonna hit anything. It's gonna hit himself if he's not careful.
Okay, he canceled it.
The one cloak ghost though, picking away at the infestors, will get killed by a Broodlord. This is kind of cool. It's not a composition I have seen ever in Wings of, or Heart of the Storm. Period.
The Ravens. The Ravens.
The Ravens or whatever. The infestors all went down. It's really unfortunate. The Mutalisks are gonna go explodey here, and the Broodlords are in full retreat. There's not a lot to support them. The Corruptors are not high enough a number, and the Infestors are, quite frankly, out of energy. So this is looking pretty bad for Bly. It was kind of like his last big push, but even sniping off the Infestors, Ryung doing it right.
Yes, he is. I think Ryung has been in control of this game for actually quite a while.
Yes.
And just so happens that his end game composition that he's going for is actually
like this. This is
exactly
such a good
countered
nuke.
at the exact right time.
This
It is a
forces
good
Bly
nuke.
to walk into it, but looks like he's going to lose the ghost, so that kind of sucks. Unable to quite get any nukes off so far this game.
It looks like he's going to clean up this engagement, but he doesn't really have anything to fall back on. Ryung has effectively got everything that counters everything. Oh, never mind. Those reinforcements.
Oh, nice EMP on top of the Infestors. Completely dry on energy. One single Infested Terran comes out. Bly's completely starved at this point. Unable to remax. Unable to get his army count up. Down to 56 supply. Or 56 army supply. Just looks worse and worse as this game goes on. It looks like this nuke might actually hit. Bly's scattering from it. And Ryung cancels the nuke once again. He's trying so hard to get this nuke off.
He's going to get this one. He's got to get this one.
What did we make a nuke worth? $20, I think? Something like that? 35. So Ryung, if he wins this game, it looks like he's going to just secured an additional $35 into his prize pool. So congratulations to him. He's got that much of the bare minimum guarantee. But this is only game 4, guys. Bly's still got a chance to come back after this.
Well, the next game is actually his last. It'd be 3-1, so.
Yep.
He needs to be careful. Now, if he kills this base again, then he wins. Or he wins another bounty, rather.
Yep, that's true. He's been nuking it. If he kills the base again with nukes on top of that, but you're right. So another base killed 3 times. That's
There you
another
go.
$20. So Ryung securing $55 so far in this game alone. Now, it is worth noting, guys, you can only achieve the bounties once, period. So it's not like you can keep nuking every single game and rack up a bunch of money. If I wish I had that money to give away, but another nuke gonna hit, and oh, everything here dies.
He's over 100 kills.
107 workers killed.
Bounty.
3 bounties in one game, another $20. Almost effectively doubling, well not doubling, but like $75 on top of this or something like that. I can't do math right now. Good game is finally going to be called though. Ryung will secure a lot of money and an awesome game on Metropolis.
He got an extra $75.
That is pretty
pretty good.
slick. Pretty freaking slick.